What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cool with Cool Kicks. We are back for another video, guys, and we are finally talking about the Jordan 11 Cool Grays. Yeah, we talk about these bad boys right here. People have been talking about this all freaking year. I feel like one of the most hyped releases out of the year, one of the most demanded shoes. I was lucky enough to get one of these on Sneakers. They did have a shock drop, what, a week and a half ago, and I'm a little late, my bad. We're gonna take a look at these, we're gonna do a little review, and then after we do the review, we're gonna talk about the release, we're gonna talk about all the steps that you need to take, and we're gonna talk about how to maximize your chances on how to get one of these bad boys. As many of you guys know, when the Jordan 11s first came out, they did come out in 5 different colorways. The original one was the Concord, pretty much one of the most iconic colorways ever in the history of sneakers. Then they did come out with the Columbia colorway, which is freaking sick. Came out with a couple of IE lows, or low IEs. And then they did come out with the playoffs when the playoffs started. So for the Jordan 11, this was the first original non-OG colorway. These bad boys did come out in 2001. And these are just, man, these are fire, dude. Everybody was on them back then. Everybody's on them back now. Sneaker game's changed, so everybody's really on them. Super dope. Let's start with the bottom. It does have the icy bottom with hits of cool gray. It does have the carbon fiber shank plate underneath. I believe the carbon fiber is the exact same color as the one on the breads. Midsole is the iconic white midsole. Patent leather up top is gray, as well as the nubuck material up top. This one does not have the ballistic nylon. That does drive me nuts. But yeah, the upper just super nice, super amazing. Of course, there is the 23 on the back. It is not stitched. I kind of wish that was stitched because it does eventually come off. Then you got the Jumpman on the back. And those of you guys that have been collecting for a while, y'all know that the Jumpman has changed direction on the left side of the shoe. This one, Jumpman is facing forward. Some of the itinerations we have seen them go backwards. Let's take a look at last year's release, the Jubilees. My man is facing forward. From the year before that, the Breads facing forward. But I believe from the year before that, on the cap and gowns, he is facing backwards on this. They did do that for a few years. The original ones, they all did face forward, but yeah, they changed it up for some reason for a bit. So as I mentioned, facing forward on both sides. I guess the way it's supposed to be, right? So above the patent leather, everything up top is So above the patent leather, everything up top is that nubuck material. It is a pretty soft nubuck. The tongue is nubuck as well. Nothing up top. Tongue does have the patented Jumpman stripe in the middle. It does say Jordan sideways. That was just creative. I don't know who thought of that. And then the laces, of course, the super fat laces that we see on pretty much every Jordan 11. And to be honest, that's pretty much about it. Nothing too super unique about these. One of the big differences that I did see, usually we have a widow's peak on the front. And on this one, I don't really see much. Just don't really see much. And remember, this was a pair from Nike. So, yeah, you really can't fake the funk with that. Yeah, so that's pretty much a look, you know? Like, they're not super unique. They're just 11s, and a lot of us just love 11s, so probably gonna be doubling up on these just because I do like the 11s quite a bit. As many of you guys know, I haven't been collecting for that long, but the 11s, I have been going after them pretty tough. As most of you guys did see, I do have the Bread 11s. This is the latest version. I think this came out in 2019. Also did get the cap and gowns. I paid resale for these. Of course, they have skyrocketed since, so apparently I got a really good deal. Also got the Jubilees with that chrome looking Jumpman sign, pretty dope. Also have picked up some lows, the Concord Bread lows. Jordan brand does call these the Gym Reds. Legend blue lows as well. These are freaking fire. Such a fan of this colorway. And then the citrus oranges. These are a retro as well. I was not aware of that. This was This was retroed a while back, I think 2001 as well. Yeah, so apparently I am a fan of these 11s. Probably gonna double up. I think I already have doubled up, to be honest. I have secured, obviously I have this one. I did secure another pair on Finish Line. They did do their raffle already. So yeah, let's kind of talk about the release. So by this point, I'm really hoping that you all have secured at least one pair. I know it wasn't easy. Sneakers did have a pretty big drop. They did have a shock drop. People are estimating that about 100,000 were already sold from sneakers, which means there's a ton of pairs already out there. Finish Line as well as JD Sports, they have their new reservation system. I was able to reserve a pair on that. That was pretty dope. They had exclusive access. They should have more pairs releasing on release day as well. And I hope you guys have been looking around. There have already been tons and tons of raffles going. I've been talking on this channel about how you guys need to pay attention to all the social medias. You guys need to really get information as quick as possible on who's doing release, stuff like that. On social media, it was pretty much everywhere. All the sneaker shops, they do give information on their IG pages as well as on their websites, as well as on Twitter and stuff like that. So that is a really important tool that you guys do need to follow. Dick's Sporting Goods, I believe this past weekend, they gave out guaranteed tickets or guaranteed wristbands. I heard that each of the stores, some didn't get that many. I heard there were hundreds of people's in line at some of them. The homie Gerald hit me up. He told me that he started waiting at like 3 or 4 in the morning, but he was able to get a guaranteed wristband, so that's pretty dope. And if you guys missed out on all that stuff, there are still plenty of raffles going on right now. All the boutique shops, y'all should be following every freaking shop. I even posted a ton of them on my IG. Hope you guys are following my IG, because like I said, I posted a ton of stories. I think I already posted like 4 or 5 major chains that are already have raffles going on. Chic, I believe, is one that's going on right now. DTLR also has one. They have one in store as well as one online. I want to say there was 1 or 2 more that I forgot. But yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on Instagram, as well as follow all the sneaker shops on Instagram as well. If you guys are new to collecting sneakers, you guys are new to Instagram, y'all should be following every boutique shop. Some of the ones that I follow are Laced, which is a sneaker shop in Los Angeles. Private Sneakers, also Denim Exchange, and then there's plenty that are nationwide. Social Status, SNS, Bodega, Undefeated, Union, and there's probably tons more out there. But y'all should be following every one of those. And I think most of them still have raffles coming. So make sure you guys follow those. Make sure you guys check their IG pages, and make sure you guys stay informed, so you guys can at least have a chance. Of course, did I forget about Flex? Did I not talk about Flex? Foot Locker, Champs, Foot Action, they have an open reservation system, so make sure you put in for those. I've heard a lot of people hitting with very little points. If you have millions and millions of points, I heard, you know, those people haven't even been winning. So make sure you guys put in for those. Make sure you guys try for that. Then we move on to in-store raffles. I believe DTLR already had guaranteed tickets that you could pick up, but they had like a toy drive, and each one had it at different times and stuff like that, at random times. So you need to be going to DTLR as well as other sneaker shops to kind of gain information about what's going on. Shoe Palace does have their raffle coming out today, Tuesday. It's a 1-day raffle, so you need to make sure you get on that bad boy. And then hopefully things work out, right? Hopefully things work out. If you don't have anything by release day, obviously on release day, you're gonna have to put in some work as well. And don't just wait and just do sneakers. Remember, sneakers should be a last resort. There are a bunch of other opportunities even on release day, so you need to make sure you take advantage of all that stuff. One of my favorite places to get sneakers, Dick's Sporting Goods. Sometimes they have an early queue, sometimes they don't, but I always try to log in there super early and refresh or do whatever I need to do to get on them. Flex also has a queue system now, so the Foot Locker website, the Foot Locker app, they have a queue, so make sure you get in there 30 minutes, 20 minutes before and see if you can get in that queue as early as possible. Finish Line, JD Sports also has a queue system. If you get in there early, hopefully you're able to win on that. And then at 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern, you do have sneakers. that should be your last freaking resort. That should be your last resort, because we all know how sinkers have been. Many of us have been taking L's, so you know, you can't really count on that. And as many of you guys know, you know, first thing in the morning on release day, time is very crucial. You have to be smart with your time, and you have to kind of allocate it to go to places where you actually have a chance. Some of the places that you're gonna waste your time: Shoe Palace website, Shop Nice Kicks website, DTLR website. I've never won on any of those, and those seem to be botted like crazy. I would say Flex too, but they did change the system, and they do have a queue, so you can try to get in 10-15 minutes before, 30 minutes before, I don't know, but you can try that as well. So yeah, it's gonna take some work. It's gonna take some work. Some of you guys have been able to secure one. Some of you guys have been able to secure many. Hopefully you're able to get your hands on one of these at least by release day, and hopefully you get a dub, you guys. Then even if it doesn't work out though, you do have a chance on leftover day. Remember, Flex, you know, we're talking about the Flex stores, we're talking about Foot Locker, Champs, and we're talking about Foot Action. A lot of them do release stuff the day after. Not always, but a majority of the time they do release things the day after in the morning. Shoe Palace, some of them just release them, some of them make additional phone calls. Kind of depends on what their situation is. But you do need to put in the work. Yes, do need to put in the work. These are currently going for what, $400 I think, after fees and stuff like that on StockX and Go. So that is something that you don't want to do. You don't want to pay $150 freaking dollars over retail. They'll probably go down after the release day. They'll probably go down, but you definitely don't want to spend over $100 and hope that you get a real pair, because you know there's always fakes around, stuff like that. So hopefully you guys can utilize some of this information. Hopefully it helps, and hopefully you're able to get that win, guys. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope this video was informative. You know, I really don't like doing reviews, but I thought talking about the release, I thought that'd make it worth it, and hopefully that does help. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Make sure you help our boy out. Make sure you press that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button. Click that notification bell, because I do drop tons of videos. Some of y'all didn't expect me to drop a second video today, so yeah, make sure you follow through. But yeah, good luck out there, you guys. Make sure you put in that footwork. Make sure you have friends, family members, whoever to help you, because there's gonna be a ton of these, but the demand's just crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned, and yeah, good luck. See you guys next one. Peace.